going on, everyone? The one and only here, and I'm so happy to see you all back on my channel. And to those of you that this is your very first time here, welcome. It seems Apple just loves the Pro moniker, and now they are dubbing their new flagship phone the iPhone 11 Pro. But that leaves me wondering, we went from the iPhone 8, then to the iPhone 10, then 10s, and now 11 Pro, and I'm just trying to figure out where the iPhone 9 is. Luckily, some of our good friends are looking to storm Area 51 today, and rumor has it that's where Apple is hiding the iPhone 9, so we gon' see. All jokes aside though, I'm very excited for this review, as I'm sure you are. You may have many questions, but rest assured, you've come to the right place. Before we roll into the intro, I do want to inform you all of my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Stay tuned until the end of this video so you can know how you can participate and potentially be the grand prize winner to my biggest giveaway yet. Alright, you got your pen and paper to take notes? Let's get it, baby. Now, going over a quick unboxing, we do have a different box this time around. Normally we're used to Apple's iconic white Apple box, but this is something special. This is the iPhone 11 Pro. What you'll see on the front is just a picture of your device. On the right and left, you'll have iPhone 11 Pro branding. On the top, you have your Apple logo, and on the back, you do get some serial number information, as well as what capacity your iPhone is. Of course, here, we have both the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max in gold and midnight green respectively. But the unboxing is exactly the same, just scaled up or down for size. First thing is first, let's get the plastic off and have that ever suspenseful moment where the box is slowly sliding to reveal our phone, and voila! It is immediately apparent how gorgeous this device is, and it looks a lot cleaner now, having removed the iPhone script and our super obvious and protruding triple camera array. We're going to set off our beautiful iPhone to the side for just a second as we dive into the other components of our box. Next up, designed by Apple in California, the famous phrase that has been around for several years and is iconic of the Apple unboxing experience. You'll have your product information guide and some quick tips in case you've never owned an iPhone in your life, and our lovely Apple stickers, which as you'll know is the most important part of the unboxing experience. But now inside we do find a huge treat. We finally have an 18-watt power adapter that will finally allow users to fast charge straight out of the box. Guys, this has been a long time coming, and Apple finally listened to us. Do keep in mind that this is a USB-C to Lightning plug, so your old USB-A plugs and cords are effectively useless now. But man, what a time to be alive. Finally, fast charging out of the box, and it is going to be nifty as these batteries are up to 20% bigger than the previous year, so it will be tremendously useful to charge on the quick. Quick side note, in order to get the fast charge plug, you do have to purchase a Pro model iPhone. The regular iPhone 11 still comes with the little dingy smaller charger. Boo, I know. You do also have your Lightning enabled earpods and of course a USB-C to Lightning cable used to sync or charge your device. Now getting back to the star of the show, let's undress our beautiful iPhone 11 Pro Max in midnight green. There it is. We'll definitely want a screen protector for this without a doubt. Again, the gold iPhone 11 Pro unboxing is exactly the same. Same manuals, same stickers, same everything, just scaled down for the smaller size. We do still get the 18-watt charger too though, so that's always good. Now that we have them fully undressed, let's marvel at their beauty and take a quick tour. One of the biggest giveaways that this is the new model is the beautiful matte finish on the back glass. This is touted as being the toughest glass ever in a smartphone, being precision milled from a single sheet of glass. It also has what's called the dual ion exchange process for added strength. I'm excited. I feel this phone is going to be very durable, and if you'd like to see a drop test on these phones, let me know in the comments below. Gone are the days where your phone is a fingerprint magnet without a case and is truly stunning to look at. The Apple logo is now more centered, and we no longer have the iPhone font. Up top, sticking out like a sore thumb is your triple camera array, which you either love or hate. I actually think it looks quite clean, how it complements from the duller matte finish to the ultra shiny and pristine look of the material surrounding the cameras. You have a microphone, your ultra wide lens, and telephoto with your True Tone flash. The ring around your phone is still that iconic shiny stainless steel, and man does it look sexy in this midnight green. At the bottom you'll have your microphone, along with your perforations for your speakers, your lightning connector, which is starting to show some age now. On a Pro device, I kinda wish they implemented USB-C onto these phones instead of lightning, but who knows, we may see that next year. On the left, we have our volume buttons along with our mute switch. On the top, we don't have anything but an antenna for cellular reception. On the right is our power button flanked by our port for our SIM tray, and of course our beautiful new Super Retina XDR display. Housed above our display, we have all our sensors in the infamous notch. We have your speaker grill for phone calls, your new 12 megapixel selfie camera capable of taking selfie videos in super slow-mo, which I don't know, we're all already obsessed with selfies collectively as mankind, and now we have selfies? I can feel my Instagram feed be littered with these. I put that on my life, man. Almost invisible, you'll have all your technology housed here so that Face ID can work, which is now going to be 30% faster for unlocking your phone as compared to previous Face ID iPhones. Included in the Face ID notch, we have an infrared camera, a flood illuminator, a proximity sensor, an ambient light sensor, and a dot projector used to map out your face to be able to use biometrics to unlock your device. So the iPhone has come a long way. Long ago, Apple unveiled just Juan and only Juan phone. Get it? Because that's the channel name. Man, that was lame. That all changed though with the introduction of the iPhone 5S, in which they also released the 5C, a budget iPhone. Then they started to release different sizes, starting with the 6 and 6 Plus, and eventually did a combination of both those marketing strategies, and now we have a budget iPhone 11 and the new flagship iPhone 11 Pros in two respective sizes. The iPhone 11 Pro starts at a whopping $999 with different configurations for storage capacity, but still starts at 64 gigabytes. So it is such a low blow and such a dirty marketing tactic that the 64 gig is still here. And the next one up is the 256 gigabytes. They really make you fork over that extra cash. Like, imagine if they had a 128 gigabyte option. The majority of people wouldn't have a need for 256 gigs, myself included, because 128 gigs would be plenty for most people. But it is Apple we're talking about after all. The 11 Pro Max starts at $1,099 in 4 different colors to choose from. You have space gray, silver, gold, and the new midnight green, which is this beautiful, rich, and dark pine green that I absolutely adore. The iPhone 11 Pro features a 5.8-inch new Super Retina XDR display with a resolution of 2436 by 1125 and a pixel density of 458 ppi, while the bigger variant sports a massive 6.5-inch Super Retina XDR display with a screen resolution of 2688 by 1242 and the same pixel density of 458 ppi. This translates to the exact same resolution, just compensating for the bigger sizes. Now you may be wondering why I said this is a new display, and that's because it goes up from a contrast ratio of 1,000,000 to 1 to now 2,000,000 to 1, which is huge and makes for a very sharp and vibrant display. The contrast ratio is basically the ratio of the brightest whites to the darkest blacks that your phone's display is capable of producing, so your array and color reproduction is going to see significant improvements. Additionally, the new iPhone can now be turned up all the way to 800 nits of brightness and an even more impressive 1200 nits while viewing HDR photos and 4K HDR movies. That's a really sharp and bright display. You'll notice the difference immediately when you see this phone in person. The display is something to slobber over. It really is gorgeous. Of course, the biggest and hallmark feature of the new iPhone 11 Pros is the new triple camera array situated on the back of your phone. It sticks out like a sore thumb and to some is one of the most hideous designs ever on an iPhone, but I don't seem to mind it all that much. During Apple's keynote, Apple boasted on how this could rival professional level cameras, and while I think that may be stretching it a bit, it still deserves praise for the amazing quality pictures and videos this camera can take. First of all, the new iPhone 11 Pro has 3 lenses, that being a wide angle, an ultra wide angle, and a telephoto lens, each serving a unique purpose. All 3 lenses are 12 megapixels, and in particular, the ultra wide is an f2.4 aperture lens, the wide angle being an f1.8, and the telephoto being an f2.0. What this means is that no matter what field of view you may have, you can snap professional looking photos in a flash. Here are some examples of some pictures taken on the 11 Pro taken from this same exact spot, not moving an inch, only switching up the different lenses. You can see how drastically your picture can change depending on which lens you choose to use. It's quite remarkable how each lens switches up so effortlessly and easily. If you need to capture a beautiful sunset over a lake, hit up your ultra wide. Have a huge family and want to make sure no one is left out? Hit the wide angle lens. Or simply wanting to dust off your Instagram and have a little mini shoot? Then the telephoto is perfect for you, allowing for those amazing portrait shots we have come to know and love from iPhones. The new cameras have this crazy new night mode which is supposed to make even the darkest of photographs shine, exposing most of the picture and looks as if it was taken with lighting all around. It's simply amazing. You get all the other previous features of the camera setup like dual optical image stabilization, 2x the optical zoom in and now out, as well with a 10x digital zoom, new auto adjustments, a now brighter true tone flash with slow sync for your selfies, and of course portrait mode, and so much more. Just a quick side note as well, the front facing camera also sees a leap and goes from 7 megapixels to 12 megapixels and is now capable of recording in 4K. I don't know about you, man, but anyone's Snapchat selfies with the new iPhone 11 Pro Max are about to be hot fire. Speaking of the front camera, this is where your Face ID sensor is housed and is an improvement from the previous gen iPhones, as now the field of view for reading your precious face has now been widened and can now read your face from farther away, so you should be able to unlock your phone now from more angles, which is always a welcome addition. So we've discussed a lot of what's new on the exterior, now let's divert our attention on what's inside, specifically looking at performance. The new flagship phones sport the new A13 Bionic chip with 3rd generation neural engine. It's a 64-bit Fusion architecture, which has power-efficient cores and performance cores. The CPU's 2 performance cores are up to 20% faster and consume up to 30% less power, while the 4 efficiency cores are up to 20% faster and use up to 40% less power. Not only is the CPU better, but the GPU is the fastest ever in a smartphone as well, with the Apple-designed GPU being up to 20% faster and uses up to 40% less power, perfect for those AR experiences or graphically intensive gaming. Speaking of all of this power efficiency, one of the biggest reasons I decided to upgrade is because of the huge leap in battery life. I myself use my iPhone for everything, ranging from heavy Snapchat use to replying to emails to watching YouTube videos throughout the day, so a big battery is a huge determining factor for me. Apple has been able to increase the battery up to 4 hours longer on the Pro versus the XS, and a staggering 5-hour increase versus the previous XS Max, giving you an estimated 12 hours of wireless video streaming and up to 20 hours of video playback on the Max. The battery life on paper seems amazing, and I can't wait to test this out in the real world and also on a battery drain test. You can catch that test right here on my channel in the coming days, so make sure to subscribe with bells so that you don't miss it. As a matter of fact, the 11 Pro features a huge 3046 mAh lithium-ion rechargeable battery, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max's mammoth battery is now 3969 mAh, equating in about a 20% physical larger capacity than its predecessor. So without a doubt, if cameras and battery are of any importance to you, and if you're coming from say an iPhone 7 or earlier, this upgrade is a no-brainer and will make a pleasing upgrade for you. One last update to the internals is the addition of the new Apple-designed U1 chip, which will use ultra-wideband technology for spatial awareness, essentially making it an even smarter smartphone. Call it a genius phone, as it will now be semi-self-aware and understand where it is relative to other U1-equipped Apple devices. With this comes some cool features like pointing your phone to other U1-equipped iPhones to airdrop those dank memes you've been dying to share. It's so crazy, man. The future is here. I can't wait to see what other avenues Apple chooses to explore with the addition of the U1 chip. But honestly, if you ask the average person, this is a lackluster upgrade at best. Yes, we have a better display. Sure, we have a better camera. We can now take stupid slow-fees, and yes, we do have a true increase to battery life, but what we were all anticipating was something bigger. This is Apple. We expect innovation, or maybe not, since it's just been so long since Apple has wowed the masses. The absence of 5G is a huge bummer, and even though teardowns show that the hardware for bilateral charging is there, it was pulled and abandoned through software last minute to restrict it, which is kind of strange. Maybe it didn't meet Apple standards, but still, being able to charge your AirPods or your buddy's phone directly on the back, similar to Samsung's PowerShare, would have been super dope. It seems Apple is just playing catch up with the rest of the competition instead of innovating. Like almost all of these features are present on other smart devices today. Battery is finally up to par with the likes of the Note line or say even the S10 Plus. The triple camera array is already featured on other smartphones. The only real advantage Apple has over them and why millions prefer Apple is because of the ecosystem and the OS. Oh, and emojis. I personally think you should hold off if you have a XS or XS Max unless the extra camera and extra battery is detrimental to your needs and if you have the money to upgrade. Otherwise, it's a wise financial decision to pass since it's not that big of an upgrade. Speed improvements are minor compared to your XS. Your XS will still run just as snappy. I'd say a fair upgrade is anyone coming from the 10 or iPhone 8 generation. Anyone coming from an iPhone 7 or older will see massive gains and would make for a very substantial upgrade. But the decision ultimately rests on you and your wallet, really. Sure, the iPhone 11 Pro does come with some small incremental upgrades like an added 2-meter submergence underwater with still an IP68 rating, certain software improvements like night mode for your camera, slightly better chipset, and a crisper, sharper display. But you really have to ask yourself, is this worth spending $1,000+ for? I know for many it can be hard, so I plan on making a video dedicated specifically to tackling the question of, should you upgrade from your iPhone XS to the 11 Pro? So stay tuned for that one, as I'm sure it will help a lot of you out. That's been it, guys. This review was aimed at highlighting all the new features, price point, colors, and everything in between to the new iPhone launch, but there's so much to cover, which is why you won't want to miss my future videos where I do several tests on these new phones and compare the 11 Pro to the 11 Pro versus the XS, etc. And for all of you who stuck around until the end, first off, I want to say I appreciate you. My channel has hit 10,000 subscribers and it is unbelievable. Seeing every single comment come in, every like, all the engagement, man, it's so fulfilling, and it's all thanks to you guys. In return for your continuous support, I will be giving away a brand new aluminum Apple Watch Series 5 GPS model 100% free. The giveaway will run from today, September 20th, 2019, and will end on Sunday, October 20th, 2019, and the winner will be chosen live for all to see via live stream. Just make sure, please, to look at your local times, as the giveaway may be Sunday evening for me, but maybe early Monday morning for others, depending on what country you're from. All you have to do to enter is simple. Number 1, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications so you don't miss the notification for when I go live and so you don't miss any future videos. 2, like this video, tap the like button, destroy it, like it, unlike it, and re-like it again for good luck if you have to. Number 3, comment down below what your favorite artist, band, or group is of all time and why. And lastly, make sure to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter so you're always in the loop with channel polls and updates. I'll throw my @handles on the screen right now. Make sure to join me Sunday, September 22nd for the official giveaway Q&A, and where there may be possibilities for potential bonus prizes like AirPods, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I hope this video helped you in determining if the iPhone 11 is a worthy upgrade for you or not, but I'm going to clock out of this one as I have so much more to script and film. Be on the lookout for more content just like this. Catch you all later. Peace.